Now the first exercise that we're going to do for our core is called a sit back. It's probably the simplest one we'll do, but you can really get some good work out of this one. It gives you some stability, some balance, perfect for balance training. What you're going to do is you're going to walk your feet back to the ball. So your feet should be close to the ball, you're very balanced. All I want you to do is you're going to sit back until you can feel your abs engaged. Because everybody can slouch like this and your abs are completely disengaged. So what I want you to do is sit with good posture, and I want you to lean back. Don't lean back to where you fall off the back of the ball, but lean back just enough to where you start to feel your abs engaged. Now once they're engaged, I want you to hold it there. We're going to hold for 3 sets of 12 seconds. So you're going to count that down, count that up 1 1,000, 2 1,000, up to 12, 3 times. And on your rest, you can just come forward and rest your elbows on your knees. Now, if this is to make this one a little bit harder, all you're going to do is increase your time. Do 3 sets at 20 seconds or 3 sets at 30 seconds. Now, to make this one a little bit easier, don't lean back at all. All I want you to do is just sit here, and I want you to work on just contracting your abs. Just squeeze your abs as tight as you can for 10 to 15 seconds. You're going to do that for 3 sets. All right, the next lift that we're going to do for our core is called planks on the ball. Now, first thing you got to do is get over top of the ball. Now, just like with the push-ups, the intensity is going to increase the farther you get away from the ball. So walk your hands away from the ball. All we're going to do is you're going to push your weight through your legs and kind of lift your hips up off the ground slightly and engage your abs. We're going to hold this for 2 sets of 30 seconds. So if you need to make it easier, you're going to walk it back. If you need to make it harder, you're going to walk it forward. And all you do is you push down through your legs, feel your abs engage, and squeeze as tight as you can through your abdominals. The next lift that we're going to do for our core is going to be reverse flutter kicks. Now what you got to do this one is lay over top of the ball. You're going to put your hands down so that you're perfectly balanced, and you're just going to keep your toes pointed, and we're just going to do reverse flutter kicks. And every time you go, it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and we're going to go up to 12. You're going to go 2 sets of 12 of these, and then we'll move on to our next core exercise. So remember, you can get your hands down, point your toes, and you're doing reverse flutter kicks, flexing through your glutes, your hamstrings, and your lower back. Now, if you want to make this one a little bit easier, you can keep both legs together, and instead of flutter kicking, you can bring both legs up at the same time. And that would be just like this, where you come up 1, 2, 3, 4, and that will make it a little bit easier. And if you want to make it harder, what you need to do is really flex through your lower back and try to kick your legs up as high as possible. And that will make it harder and increase the intensity. Now, the last thing that we're going to do, the last lift that we're going to do for our abs, we're just going to do crunches on the ball. You're just going to lean back over the ball. You want to keep your hips high. Don't let your hips slouch down. So you want to keep your hips high, and all you're going to do is try to find a spot on the ceiling, focus on it, and I want you to reach toward it. Something that's right in front of your eyes. I want you to reach up towards it and down. Reach towards it and down. Now, all we want to do is you want to bring your shoulders, your upper back up off of the ball while you reach, and bring them back down. Now, we're going to go 3 sets of 10 to 15. So if you can get to 10, great. If you can push it to 15, even better. So you can get 3 sets to 15, and that will be the end of your first workout. Now for the motivation of today, I'm going to actually tell you what I live by. I live by this saying called success or failure. Because in life, you don't want to be in the gray area. You either want to have success or failure. So what I want you to do for this video, for ID resolution, for 2009, get success or failure. Don't end up somewhere in that gray area. Put your all into it. 110% effort. And understand that only with 110% effort will you ever understand the true meaning of success. For your nutritional tip today, what I'm going to do is slightly change the way you eat just a little bit. Because before you start to feel better, before you're going to start to feel better in 2009, you're going to need to change your portion sizes. At best, all of us eat well over what our body needs. Now, we're going to start to change is eating what our bodies need. Now, there's a reason why I have this deck of cards. I got this deck of cards is because this is the portion size that you need for protein. Your steak, your chicken, your fish, your turkey should all be about 8 ounces, the size of a deck of cards. Anything more than that is more than what your body needs. Then when we go on to our fibrous carbohydrates and our starchy carbohydrates, for your fibrous, you want about as much as the size of your fist, about a cup. And for your starchy carbs, you want about half of your fist, about a half a cup. Now, if you can maintain doing that and have about 5 to 7 meals a day, you're going to start to feel better and look better in 2009. I guarantee you. I will be posting up a chart that will give you some healthy choices for protein, fibrous carbohydrates, and starchy carbohydrates to get you started off on the right foot in 2009. So you know what to look for when you go to that grocery store the next time.